All right. Good morning, everyone. This is December 16th. We're sitting here ready to trade today at 8:22. We have a few tickers on watch, and instead of doing my research on live, I went ahead and did it earlier since I was up and looking. Usually I do not trade in the pre-market, so I didn't take any trades in the pre-market. If I take a trade in the pre-market, it's got to be like, hey, cancer is cured. It's got to be extreme for me to take a trade in the pre-market. And the reason why is because I'm working with a very small amount, and I burn through my equity very quickly throughout the day. So by not trading in the pre-market and saving all of my equity for the open, I'm actually able to capitalize on all of the volume that comes into the market. Now, if I had a bigger account, maybe I would go that route and try to really capitalize on some things in pre-market, because there are some things moving, of course. This one, I really would like to see it break 350, and I would like to enter at 350, but if it does it during the pre-market, I don't want it. We will see what it wants to do during the rest of the day. Of course, I will be doing my checks of Charles Schwab to make sure that there are no issues, so I don't stick my money in there and then automatically it's gone. So we'll be doing all of that this morning, sitting with about 1,100 bucks and looking for a little bit of growth. AEMD is our biggest mover for today, under $10. It's up 106%. It also has, we see Tilray. Tilray actually is merging with Afria. I think it's a marijuana company or something like that. It's merging with them, and that's pretty big news. But I think that news isn't going to be as powerful because of that float. That float is 60 million on Tilray. So we'll definitely have to watch out for that. So let me go to my Tilray notes. Did I put notes on Tilray? I guess I didn't put notes on Tilray. Well, let me do that really quick. Tilray notes. Yeah, 66 million. And I don't think it had any kind of shelf registrations. All right, so 66 million for the notes. That'll do it. All right, so I got the notes on that one. SIOX had notes for that. Did I have? Wait a minute, which one of these is the right one? I put two notes on this one. I must have traded it another day. Let me go to my notes. Notes on that. What is it? SIOX. SIOX. Okay, yeah, I traded it. I looked at it yesterday. Delete that note from yesterday. Seems like some news just came through. So let's go look at that news real quick. SIOX analysts adjust the price target to $8 from $7. Keeps it outperform. Okay, that's not really news that would just make me want to go and buy it. Main watches for today will be AEMD. AEMD. So out of the open, that's what we'll be looking at, but we we have to do our testing first though. All right, Tilray. Wow, AMD. Oh my goodness, why did it do that? Okay, well now we definitely gotta wait on it because it showed a big sign of weakness right there. That's crazy. That's a from the 326. This is somebody unloading a lot of shares right there to move that like that. 25 cents down when it's the biggest candle. Let's look at the biggest candle here today. Well, this one is like the starter candle, but this one is the next biggest candle, which is from the 260s to the 325. Still though, this is a big candle below VWAP, so we'll just have to watch it and see what happens. We have about 2 minutes to the bell, and then I'll start to do my safety checks to make sure the orders are going through, and I'll also go and check the down detector. Almost market open. Man, that thing faded hard. That is crazy. And I guarantee you people are going to be stupid enough to buy it. That's crazy. Even if it goes above this level right here on the first candle, that first minute candle, the chances of it falling back through all the way past this bottom is too high. That's too much risk. All right. So let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do. All right, market is now open. And we're going to let this first minute bar play out on this one before we start checking the test, because usually after the first minute bar people will start saying, hey, I'm having a problem with this or having a problem with that. Okay, if it starts going down, I'll go ahead and go out to the website. Okay, yeah, let's go out here to the website real quick. Check Charles Schwab down detector. We'll go ahead and refresh this. Let's see if any new reports have come through. We have 16 reports right now. I think a lot of those reports were on the online version. Log in. No, very low for placing orders. So we'll go back over to the platform here. Go back over to the platform, and we'll start to do some practice orders. So we'll put something in here that can't be filled. So let's say I put $20 in here, and I want to buy one share at $20, right? And so I'll buy that. Okay, it got in there, and I'll go ahead and cancel it with my hotkeys and make sure my hotkeys are working. Perfect. And I'll do it again just for a recap test. So I'll buy it again. Okay, it is up there, and then I'll cancel those orders, and they are canceled. Okay, we are good to go. We'll go ahead and put our levels in here. Draw our support and resistance levels. So we have a support line right here of the 1 minute. And then we have a resistance level right here of the 1 minute. And we got big red candles down here. SIOX, what are you doing? SIOX, we'll go ahead and put its levels down here. Support and resistance levels. Now it is way below the pre-market VWAP. So It's got a lot of work to do. And now we're frozen. Okay. Oh, there it is. Are we frozen? I don't see the prices moving anymore. Well, look at that. What in the world is it opening up that for? Okay, there we are. Little bit of a freeze right there. Good thing I don't have my money in there. All right, so that is the first minute. AEMD is looking very suspect right now. Behind this large red candle here. I would love to see it break that 350. That's the mark that I would like to see. I'll put the resistance up here at 340, and yeah, we'll see if it can hold within this level. Looks like it's testing down right now. This one is trying to hold as well. And what was the float on this one? Float is 30 million on this one, so it's a little bit higher float. Let's look at the daily chart on this one. Okay, this is it. This is everything for the daily chart. I can't even zoom back anymore. So it's pretty much clear skies up there, except that it's failing now. It needs to get above this 360 level and start holding. But look at this downtrend that it's fighting against. That's a big downtrend right there. Big downtrend. Okay, let me get rid of this. It's taking up a little bit more space than I would like. There. Okay. All right. So now we're watching AM still got up there, failed. So the VWAP is at the 290. It did fail to hold VWAP. Let's see if it breaks here. Still got a major red candle above it. So right now, oh, we got one viewer. Who's viewing today? You can drop your comments in the chat if you want to. I was gonna say the first 15 minutes I wouldn't be checking chat, but I'll definitely be checking chat. And what we're doing today, we're trying to scalp, but right now all of the setups that I like are kind of not trading within the range that I like. So it's whatever there. SIOX moving up out of the range that I put for it. So we'll see if it can hold this level here of the 360. Let's see, AE. See, this is the low float that I really wanted to be successful today, but it's just not giving me the moves. It's got to make its way all the way over VWAP. VWAP is at the 291. Pre-market VWAP is the 306. What I wanted to do was scalp that 350. So scalp the 350 with like 100 shares and take that profit. Okay, SIOX is trying to get back up to that pre-market VWAP here, which is at the 381. Let's see if it can hold this level of the 360. Let's see what you can do. We need to see a hold of the 360 here. Hold that 360. Don't break it. Hold that 360. Get bought up right there, because it really just needs to get back over VWAP. I don't know if I showed you the news for this. The news was on this one was just a price change, a price target change by the analyst Lyric Adjust whatever. He did a price change and oh, it's failing that level. It's failing. Yep, failing that level. That's weakness right there. So we'll have to watch it and see. Let's go back up to AEMD. I would love to see this break that 350. Still trading within this 1 minute range here. I always draw the 1 minute range, so it gives me kind of like a base idea of what I'm looking for. Also, I need to draw the 5 minute range as well. Support here on the first 5 minute, and resistance on the first 5 minute. So it needs to get above this 307 and hold. And it definitely needs to get above this $3 here and hold, but it continues to fail. Okay, SIOX. It held a little bit, got above this a little bit. I don't know if it can go any higher though. It is a higher float. Usually I try to stay away from things that are floating around 30 million. I like things around 10 million. But I mean, if it can get over VWAP and hold, give us a 1 minute pullback above VWAP, that would be great. Right now, I think VWAP is at the 360. Yeah, 360 on this one. All right, it is getting up, showing a little strength. It is below the SMA, so I don't know how it'll react to this SMA right here of the 387. So we'll just have to see. It did kind of do a fake here. It broke over this last 1 minute candle, pulled back. So kind of showing a little bit more weakness. And remember the trend that it's going against. Look at this trend down here, this downtrend. So it is fighting against the trend. We do want to still see it hold this 360 level, but that topping tail is not looking friendly. Now it is. All right, it's back green now. Just showing a lot of weakness here, but we got to see it. See, it's just too much weakness. Look at that weakness. All right, so it's got a large topping tail, went through almost, let's see, the 381 is VWAP for it. Let's just see it hold this level of the 360. This is just a part of trading, just being patient. Because you jump in and then all of a sudden you're getting slaughtered. Okay, this is the first 10 minutes of market open. It is 8:39 for me in the Central Time. It is on Street Smart Edge. It goes by Eastern Time, so it's an hour ahead of me. I will be ending about 10:30ish. So try to get a quick scalp and get it done. Also, if you enjoy the stream, make sure you hit the like button. That really helps out. I mean, I literally just started doing this, streaming my trading. So, you know, if you like it, hit that like button. You can share it with people. You can subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell icon if you want to know when I go live. All right, SIOX Tilray fell down. Not very volatile. Man, this thing is looking weak right here. Now, you know, it may go, but these wicks right here are really throwing me off. It may just shoot right over the top of this, but right now the weakness is just keeping me out of it. Okay, hold that level. 360. Oh, wow. It broke the level that I had for it. It broke back into the 1 minute range here. All right, I forgot to put the 5 minute range. Support, resistance, support right there. Resistance right here. And when I do take a trade, you'll see my positions pop up over here, and you'll see the whatever the P&L is over here. But it definitely broke that range, which shows weakness. Let's see what else we got. Okay, AEMD trying to come back into play, but it's got a lot of work to do. It's holding up that 5 minute level right there that I put for support, but it's surely testing it. We'll see what it wants to do. See if it can find a true bottom. Now, I am a scalper, so I do like scalping the tops of these, right? And with things like this, buying low like this while it's in a consolidation, the thing that I don't like about it is that you never know how low it's gonna go. So I could buy right here in this consolidation area and set my support maybe at the bottom of this 269 right now, but I don't know because it's under VWAP and it could easily just slam down through this 270. Because my bias, the way that I think about penny stocks is they have much more of a percentage chance of going down than up, right? But if they do go up, most of the times those moves are very strong because you have a lot of sellers covering. Okay, so as the sellers cover, you can make your money. But when it's down here and it's in the seller's favor, it's hard to make money on it. It's challenging that level right there. At 350 mark, I'll give it some time, but I really want to see it through that 350 mark. If we can get up there and do that. This one is still struggling down here. Not holding up the 5-minute here. 5-minute range, broke back into it. The last level there is a 345. If it breaks at 345, it may be done for the day. And I'm sorry, I had to. So what I was doing at first, I was kind of in and out of trades and just trying to get quick wins and everything. But now that I've settled down into my system, I'm really not looking to just be making plays and just entering, because I promise this little $1,100 disappeared so quick, man. Oh, it's just like gone in an instant. But anyway, DTEA is popping up on the scanner. A lot of wicks already. I already see the wicks. It's up 34%. Let's check that news. News on this one for this morning. Rises on Q3 profit. That means absolutely nothing to me. I don't really care about rising on profit. But it is I think it's a lower float. Let me go look at the float really quick. I'll bring you guys over here so you can actually see what I'm doing over here, instead of just let's see, where is it? This one. Let's flip you guys over here. All right, and let's go check that float on DTEA. Let's see. DTEA. So I come to FinViz to get my information real quick before I enter a stock. Okay, it's 14 million. That's nice. Let's make sure. Let's see if it has any kind of shelf registrations or anything bad going against it. DTEA. No kind of shelf registrations, so that's good. So let's go ahead and pop you guys back over to the main look here. All right, but it is failing VWAP bad. So if we put its support and resistance down here, support line right here on the 1 minute, that's what we don't want to see it break at all today. And then the resistance line, it needs to just show strength above this resistance line. So it came down, touched this resistance line. A lot of people say, oh, well, support and resistance don't work. But look at this. This is the 1 minute range, right? It came up, failed VWAP, and where did it stop? Pop right there. Pop off of that 1 minute range, pop back up. And now it's showing a lot of weakness here. It actually failed through it on this one, but it is trying to hold it up. But I'm still not trusting it. It's got a long way to go back up on this weak news. So on the daily chart, let's see where its next level is. The $3 is its next level. So let me go ahead and put that on the daily. $3 on the daily. DT is the only one up right now, but it's got to get over VWAP and give us a 1 minute pullback above VWAP. Because right now it is not in the scalper's favor. And it's breaking down this range as well. Let's look out here at the 5 minute. Put that support resistance there. first 5 minute. All right, so yeah, it definitely does not look good on the I did not look at the 5 minute chart. It definitely does not look good on the 5 minute. Just trash. No kind of gumption about it. All right, SIOX is trying to get out of this range, but now VWAP has moved down to this 360 area. So now it has to break this 360 area and do a 1 minute pullback before I'm ready to enter. What else we got? AE is still struggling too. It's kind of flatlining. Why is it doing that? It is holding up though on the 5 minute. This 5 minute support, it's holding up on that. It just needs to. Okay, now it's breaking below it. Looks like. So that's definitely weakness. I don't want to see it go into the 70s here. We'll watch something else. This one's making its way back up. DTEA fading off. So SIOX is the best looking one, but it has the worst float. It's got 30 million in the float, so it really can't move a lot up or down. Well, it can if it had good news, but look at it, failing within this range again, double topping right there at the 357. Okay, kind of bounced through it right there. Seeing a little bit of strength. Let's see it get up there, touch that 360, and see what it can do at the 360. Everything now looks like it's coming back into the green. Then AEMD pops back into the red. So this is the first 20 minutes of the market open. And these are some weak stocks today. Weak out of open. And now this one's kind of extended. It does need a 1 minute pullback. So it'll probably give it here, but the thing is, a 1 minute pullback below VWAP usually is exaggerated to the downside. So either the 9 will hold it right here. This line right here is the 9, right in the 9, but it may drop below that line. The 9 is at the 354 right now, breaking that 354, breaking that 353, and that's the kind of weakness we don't want to see right there. All right, so still got a couple of things moving. This one's trying to hold this SMA line. It may hold up, but it's got a huge double top up here at the 295, and it just does not have a good pattern on the day. So I'll need to see it break this 295, and actually I'll put that as resistance. Break that 295 and hold above it. That's what I want to see out of this one. Get volatile, start moving up. SIOX. Okay, this one's looking okay now. It kind of triple topped 1, 2, 3 on the same price level, so that's not good. It needs to go ahead and bump through those. Bump through that top right there. The top of this is the 353. Needs to go ahead and get through that. Wait, that can't be right. Top of this is the 358. I was about to say it's over the 353. Okay, it needs to push because this is a quadruple top. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to break this right now. If it can't, it's weak. Very weak. Okay. Need to see something above VWAP here. It's getting a little bit of volume. This one's slowing down. I hate when they start moving like that. You really can't gauge where they're going when they start slowing down. People aren't interested in it anymore. Yeah, we'll just let that one play around since it wants to play. This one's getting over that 1 minute level right there, but it needs to hold that 360 and start making its way up towards, let's see, the top of this is the 375 there. So it's looking good right now. But let's see if it can hold this level. Looks like it pulled back. Did it go through that level? What's the low of this? See, it's breaking down on that level. It needs to, that's weakness. I don't like that. I do not like that. VWAP is at the 369 or 359 and it's barely holding it up. It should be running away from the 360. It should just be going right now. But right now it's fighting for pennies. Getting a little buying pressure there. It's got a top up here of the 375, but I highly doubt it's gonna make it there. This last red candle, the high was the 370, so I could put a small order up there at the 380s, but I don't want it to run up and then fake me out, like do a big swing up here to the 383 right here and then swing back and hurt me. All right, DTEA, everything is so weak. Okay, there's a little bit of strength. Looked like some buyers were coming in just right there, but it just cannot force above that pivot point. Need to see it hold this level here. Please hold that. Oh my goodness, it broke it again. So that, see, this is the kind of confirmations that you need for weakness. It continues to break back into the 1 minute pivot area. So that's major weakness. And then over here on the 5 minute chart, you can actually see this topping tail starting to form on the 5 minute, which is not good because it has to fight all those sellers back off to get back over this high of the 367. But it is holding this level here. If it can just stay above it, that would be great. But it's just not looking too great right now. Let's see if we can stay above the body of this candle. The low of this one was the 358. 358. Okay, I just don't see anything. Oh, the other thing is my price range is from $2 to $10. So those are the stocks that I try to. Whoa, that was a big buy right there. Somebody bought that up, but it doesn't matter because it just triple topped right there. 1, 2, 3, triple top. So we got to see it push through that triple top and start to work its way up. Work your way up. Don't go down. Now it's starting to flash. You do not want to buy in on a flash because it can flash down or up a whole lot. That's a bet that I'm not willing to take. I'm not here to gamble. But it is holding up that 360 level. I don't know if it can break out of this high. 375 is the spot where I would like to take my first shares here. 375. Let's put 25 shares in there at the three. Let's just do the 385. Make sure it gets good and through that point. Good and through this. The SMA is the 382. So let's just do the 385. Matter of fact, the 390. I want to make sure it's good and volatile. So we'll set our buy order up there at the 390. If it wants to just shoot, it's gonna do a pull. Well, you know what? Should I let it do a pullback first? Because it might just shoot straight through there. It's only 20 cents to move. Just gotta get through that SMA though. We'll see how it reacts to the SMA. Yeah, I'm gonna let it pull back first. I'm gonna exit that order. Let it pull back. Look at that. Trying to get up there. If I got bought in right there, that would be bad. Let's let it pull back first. That's a lot of extension right there from the 66 up to the 85. Let's see how it handles this SMA, which is at the 382. It's way extended right there. Okay, looking like it wants to push. Double top right there. Push through the double top. Okay, that's what we like to see. All right. So now it is breaking that trend line. Need a 1 minute pullback above VWAP. We have not got that yet. That's what we're looking for. DTA. But it is definitely the one to watch today. I really didn't think it had it in it. And this right here is the reason that we wait for the pullback. You never know. Once it does that extension, you don't know how far it's going to pull back. So we have to watch for that pullback. And now the new entry point will be the $4. $4 breakout. So I'm gonna take 50 shares over the $4 for, we just put it at the 410. Since it just moved that much, put it at the 410. That'll be our buy spot. Now we got a true bottom here. Looking for a break, and then I start taking profit over the top. See what it wants to do here. Come on now. Hold that thing. Got a nice support down here at the low of the 377. Nice support. This is the last minute in this 5-minute candle, so it should start to support this SMA line. This 381 should be getting bought up. Okay, it's not getting bought up yet. That 410 area is where I want to be in. Take a quick scalp up there. Okay. So we're waiting on that 410 to come into play. It's going to be a very quick scalp. The high of this is the $4. So it definitely has a while to go, a bit to move here. Failing, it needs to hold this last one up, this 377. Let's hold it up now. Hold it up, buddy. Oh, wow. All right, so we might need to be ready to take profits really quick here, the way it's acting. Let's see if we can get some buyers behind it and take profit very quickly through that 410 if it wants to do it. Looks like it's gonna break that 4 and go towards that 410. It's getting a lot of strength here. Ooh, there's some weakness, but it is holding that SMA line up. SMA is at the 380. Looking for it to hold that with some strength here. Oh my goodness, come on now, don't do me like that. Wow, I wanted to buy it, but that's just sellers getting out of it, because if you look over here on the 5-minute, it has still not broken the bottom of that 360. So we're still good. It's pulling back to VWAP right now. We're still good here, unless it breaks VWAP, because it just tapped VWAP right there. Now I know there's a lot of plays that I could be making here. The bounce off VWAP right there, but with the equity that I have and the way that I burned through it, I know that's not gonna work. I've tried that. Matter of fact, I've tried a lot of stuff, and the way that I'm doing it actually works. So what I do is I look for a breakout above VWAP, right? Get that first minute pullback, okay? And hopefully it holds above VWAP. Then I look for the break of that high, the highest point. And sometimes the highest point isn't out here in the regular market. Sometimes the highest point is out here, like right here at the 397 where it failed to hold right there. And so from that highest point, I take a very quick scalp of 50 to 100 shares. And we get it done like that. But right now, man, went down there and kind of crashed VWAP. So we're definitely looking for strength back up, back over that 75, because that was a big drop, big sell off. It's got a long way to come back up. Yeah, I can go ahead and cancel that order too, since it's under VWAP. It has broken my rules. I hope that a Tilray is coming back up. Now Tilray has very good news, but it has a super high float. So for me to make money off of it, it's going to be very hard today. Like look at how it's moving. It's moving 1 cent at a time. I need 20, 30, 40 cents at a time. This thing's barely moving. And so I don't want to waste equity on that. Oh man. Well, it is 9:03. I have an hour and 30 minutes to either something new is going to pop up on that scanner or XIOX is going to break their $4. It's going to be one of the two. Now, if it gets back up there to the $4, I am going to transition to 100 shares because that's going to be some strength going back up that way. So, let me go and get that typed up. Put that 100 shares in there and take a 100 share scalp over the top. But now it's got to fight this whole range right here. 392. Support line right there. Resistance line. And the way that I move my supports and my wait, let me put my resistance there. The way that I move my support and resistance. So the first support and resistance that I do is of the 1 minute range here. The next support and resistance that I put is the first bar to cross below or above VWAP. So this one, or the first igniting bar. This is an igniting bar for the shorts. So this was a short win right here. So I want to see this stock work its way back within this range here. All right, and I can actually get rid of this because it's kind of not useful right now because all of that is below VWAP. We want to see it. Oh, got rid of that. We want to see it get back within this range, and I will take 100 shares on the break of the 4. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. And usually, you know, when you get that pop, especially with how it moved here, it moved from the 360 all the way up to, that's a 40-cent move. So on 100 shares with a 40-cent move, that's $40, right? And so I usually get in with 100 shares, sell half during the push, and then I kind of watch it for weakness. And if I see weakness, I start snapping off little bits and pieces of it until I'm down to about 25 shares, 20 shares, and I let the rest of the 20 play out. So that's kind of my game plan and the psychology behind what I'm trying to do. Okay, looks like it's getting back up there. 410 entry, buy 100 shares up there at the 410. Now it does have wicks, but I mean I'm not too worried about the wicks right now. Because it's getting later on in the day and it's still showing strength around this VWAP. So, and we're how many minutes into the day? We're an hour or 30 minutes in. So if it breaks at 410, that is the spot to be. Very quick trade. Make some money today. It's got to hold within this range though. Got to hold up that VWAP. VWAP is at the 371 right now. It is above VWAP, so we want to see some moves higher. It's starting to get a trend line here, and we'll see if it can hold this trend through that $4. And I can draw it over here as well. But that 410 mark is the spot. The spot to be. I'm wondering, do I want to take 100 shares or 200 shares of that? I can take 200 shares, and then a 40-cent move will be 80 bucks. So it's whatever. We'll just watch it and see what happens. It is holding that level. Got to get back above this mark here. Got to test the 4, break the 4, get to that 410. Or you know what I might do is just take 100 shares on the first one, and if it does it again, take 100 more shares. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Take 100 on the first one, then 100 more on the next one. I wish something with a lower float would pop up though. If it pops up on that scanner, I would definitely transition over there. Because this one is just in love with VWAP right now. We need to see it get away. We need to see it start pushing away from VWAP. Come on, 410. Just got to get back over that 475 and start holding. Get back over that SMA, which is the 379. Start holding that 379 there. Pop through right here. Pop up. Pop up. Looking kind of weak right there. Needs to come on and pop up. It is in the trend though, so we're just gonna follow the trend, follow the breakout. Okay, looking like it's showing some strength within this range here. We'll see if we can get a little breakout here. It's trying to hold up that SMA. 200 SMA is the 379. Looks good to me. I don't know. We'll see. We will see here. 410. Let's see who's sitting at the $4. Do we have a big wall at the $4? We have a very small wall at the $4 level. So it should be able to shoot through that, get me in at the 10. I take my quick scalp, and then I look for the next entry. We'll see. It is above VWAP, but I know what the buyers are waiting on. They're waiting on a pullback here, above VWAP. That's what they're waiting on. Okay, there's our pullback. Stopped at the SMA. Perfect. If it can just close right here and do a 3-bar play, that would be good, but we'll see. $4. Triple top. Okay, so let's get ready to take this scalp. Looks like it's coming into play. Yep. Get ready, get ready. $4. Tried that $4 mark. Okay. 410 is what we're looking for. $405, $404. Can it hold this level down here? Break right there. Big snap down. 410 was what we were looking for. Snapped under 4. We'll wait for this minute bar to close up and see if it can get another run up. That'll be perfect if it can do it on this one. Perfect. Let's see if it pulls back here. Pulling back to that $4 area. Ooh, pull back a little bit. Needs to hold up that $4 area here. Get a quick scalp. It's looking strong up here. We just gotta wait and be patient. Go ahead and get that 25 shares out. Once I start taking, it'll probably be very quick taking of profit. Because I'm not planning on holding this for long. Okay, let's get it. Will it go? Looks like we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Got a little pullback there. What's the high of this? The high is a 408, 2 cents away. So 410 is the area which we want to be in at. It's holding this level. Come on now, hold it up. Let's get this 410. It doesn't even have much to go. I would love for it to run from the 410 to the 450. That would be sweet. That 410 area has to come back into play. Mara is also popping up. Let's see what Mara's doing. What was wrong with Mara? Something was wrong with Mara. Mara has a shelf registration for this month. That's what it was. This month. Think about that. Oh, let's go ahead and get ready. Needs to close up this minute bar. Getting a little push down there. Looking like it's going to come into play. Very quick scalp here. Okay, 405. Double top there. Trying to hold up that $4 right there. Close this candle high. Ugh. Want to see these shorts get pushed out of here above that 4. We're waiting. 410 was the spot. Or is the spot. I said was the spot. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can break that 410 spot. It's a triple top. Alright, let's see what it can give us. Oh, a little freeze there. A little freeze frame. Alright, so let's see if it can, looks like we're going to have to put it down. Alright, let's see if it can break. Okay, it broke a little bit. Take a little bit of profit there. 95 shares left. See if we can get another push. Alright, well, we'll put our stop out at the 394. It looks like 394 here for the rest of our shares. 95 shares, and 394 was our spot to beat. Oh, it's going up. Never mind. Let's see if we can get through that 15. Took a little profit there just to scrape some off. I was waiting for it to go higher, but maybe it won't. Took a little profit there. 85 shares waiting for this break. Took a little bit there on that weakness. We're waiting. All right, so what's the bottom of this? Low of the 391 will be out. 390. 391 will be out for 80 shares. Hey, let's see what it wants to do. We'll let it do its thing. It got up here. It looked good. Matter of fact, we could just follow it by VWAP since it's 10 cents away from VWAP. That's what I might do, just follow it by VWAP. So 380 will be out. 380. 380 for 80 shares. It's our out spot. Looking for a little bit more reprieve here. We took a little bit of profit up top, but we would love to see a little bit more. Holding that 9 right now. See if we can hold that $4 mark. Need to see that VWAP start to move as well, because there's not a lot of trading going on up there. Where was our entry? 410. We'll see. Just following VWAP right now. Shares left. It's like it's trying to get some help there. It's got about 30 seconds left on this candle. Looks like it's found a little consolidation point. It did get me in on the 410. We will be looking to get back up, but let's see. Let's see. Can we take some profit? We'll wait a little bit, see what it wants to do here. 410 coming back into play. Might snap some off up here. Looks like it wants to just stall. Ooh, big snap down there. So we'll see. We're at the 81 right now. Still at that 80 level. Got a lot of room away from VWAP. Don't really know what it wants to do. It keeps getting bought up, but you know, the closer it gets to VWAP, the closer I am to getting stopped out. So 382. Let's move that up there to the 382 level. Oh, I did not do that right. 381 level. So we'll sell right there. Right below VWAP. See if it can get another push higher. Don't really know if it can or not. Pushing down here. May push out of that level. Sellers are trying to push it down here. They don't want to get stopped out. And I completely understand that. If you look down here on the minutes by minute, we have this green candle right here is still larger than the red, so the sellers are not yet winning. So we'll have to see if they start winning by any chance. Okay, all the way down there. Still holding VWAP. It's going to stop me out. It's definitely going to stop me out here. 80 shares. It didn't stop me out yet. but it definitely looked like it was going to. That was a big drop. That was a big drop right there. So we are in a 5-minute downtrend. Love to see some strength come back into this, but with the way it's moving, I highly doubt it. It broke this last 394 level, so I highly doubt it's gonna be something that I want to stay in. The low here was a 383. 383. That was a very, very rapid sell-off. So we'll see if it was exaggerated or not. It may not have been exaggerated. Yeah, it wasn't exaggerated. It's about to stop me out. Looks like that top and tail right there does not look good for me. Alright, so we'll definitely be looking to get out if it comes back down here to the 385. Went up there and touched the 9. So it got bought up there, but I mean, it really took a lot of confidence out of me right there. 383. And we'll continue to kind of shape this down. So our cost is the 410, right? And our out is at the 381. So we'll just wait and see what it wants to give us. I mean, if it wants to get bought up, hey, do you. But for me, I'm kind of nervous. Kind of nervous. Need to see it back over that $4 level. It's closing up this 1 minute, working its way back up strong. Shorts getting pushed out here. And it may be giving me a chance to exit here. So I may take it with the way that it's moving. It did get bought up a lot though. So we'll just move with VWAP right now. 382. Still got 80 shares in the game. Wait for just a minute, because it may just be, I don't know. Gotta see. Buyers trying to buy it up. The bottom of this igniting candle, the low is the 86. So put it at the 83, a little bit below that. Love to see this thing get bought up. Yep. Coming to stop me out, guys. Coming to stop me out. Just looks really weak right here. I believe I'm gonna get stopped out here. There's a lot of red on the tape, but still, you never know. The market sometimes it blesses patience, but I don't think it's gonna bless me here. 83 mark is where we need to stay above. Flipping from green to red to green. I don't know what it wants to do. Looks like it's gonna stop me out here. Double bottom right there. Coming down. 383 is the out. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, this is a long hold for a scalp. That's my fault. I stuck in here. Testing at 87 hard. And out. Yep. All right, cool. Let's go ahead to the next thing. Man, that was a fast one. Alright, so let's see if any kind of low floats pop up here. I just have to focus in on low floats because that one, it just, it did not give me the move that I thought it was going to give me. But I am glad I got rid of some of it over the top. That would have been a $30 loss. But anyway, you know, things happen. So let's see if we look. There's nothing else happening right now. So it's 9:30. No stocks are moving right now that are volatile. So we just have to wait on a low float to come back in. That was some major weakness right there. I can't believe it was that weak. But sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. So got 690 bucks left. I can definitely take another trade for the green, but something's got to pop up on my scanner, because if it doesn't, DS. What is DS? That looks like a high float. Let's see what the float is on DS. I'm gonna get enough of trading these high float stocks, huh? DS. $58 million, I'm not touching it. Nope. Put that in my notes. 58 mil. $58 mil. What does it have, a shelf registration or something on it? DS. Okay, no shelf registrations or anything like that. What's the news on the day? It has no news on today, so that's scary. So it has a little bit of news. Drive Shack to reopen Orlando venue, but that's not something that I'm kind of interested in purchasing. Wow, SIOX went down. That's crazy. Held that little level there, only gave a little push up. Very small push up. So we'll have to wait on something more interesting. $24. If I get one more trade, I probably can get back to the green, but it just depends on if it's a low float. It's got to be a low float, because that loss was pretty quick. I really expected it to go ahead and blast through that 410 and give me like maybe 450, but I definitely should have, if I cut it here at the 390s, you know, that could have worked out. But a lot of times they'll fake down, do that exaggerated push to the downside, then they'll come right back up. So that was the play right there. But I did manage my risk, because I definitely would have lost a lot more if I would have still been holding below VWAP. We'll wait. We will wait. Something's gonna pop up. It's 9:30. Well, where I am, it's 10:30 with Street Smart Edge. So we'll give it another hour. Another hour for some low float to pop up. Oh man, that was a dip, man. But I'm telling you, for the most part, when it's a lower float, that breakout and that it just goes. It goes. Especially once it's held that $4 area right there. That was the biggest confirmation for me. That holding of that $4 area, and then it got up, but it only went up 10 cents. So I guess, like I said, I try to go lower than the 30 million, from 30 million down, but this one was just weak. I'll be looking for something below that today that's getting some volume. We'll see. Let's go. This one's getting up, but the thing is about this one, let's see how far it moved. Oh, 8 cents. Then it moved maybe another 12 cents, 10 cents. See, these moves are too small on DS. Tilray making its way up. Very small movements as well. This one's 20 cents. This one is 10 cents. So yeah, they're gonna have to give me bigger moves than that. 20 cents, 10 cents, that's almost nothing. With this 690 though, I can definitely get back into the green with the one trade. Okay, what was that? Some news just came through. And this is why I don't like buying the bottoms close to VWAP, because when they do these kind of bounces, sometimes they work, but then sometimes they'll get down here to VWAP and just go on straight through. So, you know, it's just a percentage play. How many times is this thing going to work? How many times isn't it going to work? So let's see what we got. 690. Gotta come back above VWAP. Okay. Tilray is really slowing down. It almost reached its float, I think. This float was 66 million, and it's traded through 45 million shares today. So it's almost to its float, but not really. And it's lost almost all of its volatility. SIOX. There was another one that I was looking at earlier today as well. I think it was AEMD. What is that one doing? Still fading. Yeah, glad I didn't trade that one. It never got above the 1 minute range though. So we'll see if anything can crank up. Wednesday is hump day. A lot of times I don't know what it is about Wednesdays, but they are kind of slow. Um, Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays and Fridays. Those are Mondays is the hottest day. Friday is the hottest day in the afternoons, like the power hour sometimes. And then Thursday during the day, like around lunchtime. Based on my trading, that's what I've seen. So we'll see. Sometimes you have to pay to play. And today this ride was cost me $24. So definitely want to try to find something to recoup that, but I just don't see anything that's giving me any kind of good news. Definitely broke out of the trend line right there. That's where you know what? Now that I look at it, I did stop out at a pretty good place because this was a trend line break right here. And so I gave it until the trend line because it hadn't hit that trend line yet. So I guess it was a pretty good call right there. It cost me a little bit of money, but definitely could have continued on that trend. That one's barely getting any trades now. Soon the investors, the ones that buy during lunchtime or after the morning, will be picking up a stock. I don't know which one they're going to pick up. It may be Tilray. It may be something else, but I don't think I'm going to mess with Tilray because it's too high float. I want them to pick up something with a low float so I can get in and make some money. Because 24, all I need is a 24-cent move to get back into the green. 24 cents, and for a low float stock, that's very doable. Not even a 20-cent move. Just I can make half back. Give me back the $12. I'm not really just ecstatic about green, but I do like having green days. Got 700 bucks left to trade, and we're gonna see what we can get. Hopefully, whatever stock is moving is under maybe $6, because then I can get 100 shares. If it's over $6, I have to transition to 50 shares, and on 50 shares I would need, let's see, I need a 40-cent move to get that money back. So we'll just have to see. These like this are so tempting because you can actually see where they need to break out, but they snap back so quickly. It's just not worth it most of the time. And it's only moving a couple. As a matter of fact, it's moving less than a penny. It's moving like micro pennies. Anytime you see those three numbers out there moving like that, it's not a good thing. Micro pennies. It's having a hard time holding up this 1 minute range here. First minute was right here. Draw my resistance up here. On the 5 minute, resistance. Horizontal. support. So definitely trading within this range, but this range is just it's hard to trade, especially with the way that it's moving. It moved from the 16 up to the 68. That's 68 cents. But it's fighting. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Almost 10 o'clock. We got about 15 minutes till 10. I would like to get back green before that, but we'll just have to see. Tilray. I don't like Tilray. Anyway, how's you guys' day going? Are you trading or are you just chilling out, eating your breakfast or whatever? And if you do trade, what kind of trading do you do? Do you do like penny stocks? Do you do large cap stocks? Do you do options? Actually, I was watching a video. Earlier this week of one of the YouTubers that I usually check on and check in on, and he's just started options, and he lost, man, he lost 200, 300 bucks on that first options play. That was insane. I was like, bro, just chill. I think the bad thing is that he's been trading stocks for a while, and then he lost on the option, and then he started trading stocks after that, and then lost in the stock. I think he lost like $300 in the stocks. I was like, bro, it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart. Like $300 is way different from $24. $24 you can go and I mean you can make $24 taking surveys online if you want to. But man, $300, that's a whole bill. That's like maybe like a car payment or maybe a student loan payment. But DS is looking weak. Come on, low floats, where are y'all? I need one low float to make today green. One low float that's under $6 preferably. I know they're on their way. They're coming. Tilray. I wonder, should I just take... Wait, let's see what news popped in. Make a joint combination, whatever, whatever. I wonder, should I take like 5 shares of Tilray and just let it ride because of that good news? I wonder, will I wake up tomorrow morning and it's moved up like past this $12 mark, so it gaps up past this. Should I do that? It's on very good news, but I usually don't long term invest. I'm usually maybe in for like maybe 5 minutes or less, 5 or less. But it just seems like something that would definitely be something good to be holding, with them being a cannabis stock that's under $10. I may just buy some for real, because I don't think it's gonna fade, but it does need to be above this SMA line. I'd love to see it above that 9 or 9.92 $10 area today, but I don't know. It just seems like a good investment. Two huge marijuana companies coming together, and they've already planned out their dispensaries, where they're going to be located, everything. So, seems good, but I don't know. Kind of timid on the long-term investments. I used to long-term invest, but I haven't done it in so long, and I haven't really prepared for this type of market environment. So I don't know. But it does have a super trend line going up. Okay, this one's curling back up. This is the one that I was watching at the open. It is curling. It is low float, but it's got to get back within this range. That's what I want to see. And I wanted to buy it at 350. So if it can get back up there and show me some strength, that would be, oh, that would be great. But I'm not buying it here. It's below VWAP, below the SMA, below everything. Okay, ACRS just popped in. What's the news? No news on the day. $6.50. I'm not confident in this because it's no real news. Let's see what happened. Announced Aclaris Therapeutics announced its formation of new scientific advisory board. That means nothing to me. Let's go look at the float. The float for this stock is ACRS. Does have a shelf registration. ACRS. The float is 36 million. Ugh. Not too good. 36 mil. Oh, it did have a shelf registration as well. Shelf. Wow, it looks like it's dropping a little bit. Let's see, what's the biggest move it's made today? It moved from a low, so it moved 40 cents. 40 cents here. And that was way after pre-market. So it actually has a chance of doing it again. But, you know, no one's interested, so. Plus, it's got this 5-minute downtrend. It's got to get all the way back over this high of the 669 just to even be considered by me. So let's see if we can hold a VWAP. It is up a lot. It's up 34% during open market hours. So it was up 3% before market open and then went up another 34. But I like to see volume behind these. I don't like to guesstimate. Plus it looks like it's starting to slow down a little bit. Why is there an ad running right now? Okay. So the guy that I was telling you guys about that did the options play, he was like, "Yo, I just called my broker and told them to take options off of my registration." That's how bad it was. He took the options off of the registration. That's crazy. He was like, "You know, I'm so done. I don't even want to see options anymore on my on my registration." That's crazy. I was wondering why a notification had popped up on my stream. My guy canceled his options subscription. That's serious. Okay, 644. Why does this thing looks like it's just gonna keep grinding higher? Is it a grinder? Looks like it's a grinder. It's got this high point of the 715, high point of the 689. Well, it is 952. Nothing has come back into play. So we're just waiting, man. Patience, man. I promise. I think patience takes brain power. You know, like being patient, it's not just sitting and going into some meditative brain dead state. It's like you're actively looking for confirmations while being patient. So it's crazy. It's all good. I took a little bit of a loss today. Even if I do have to close up on this, I let this 690 bucks roll over to my next account and trade it tomorrow. Cause right now everything's moving like by pennies, and I don't like that. Like this one, even if I was to get into this one, look at the volatility. 1 to 2 cents, 1 to 2 cents. Even if it shoots up above this 1 minute, let's see how far it'll push out. If it does, well, it won't. It won't do it. It's going down. Never mind. Well, there's a push. Look at the market being. Oh, I hate the market. I hate the market. Oh, so that push over there was from the 46 up to the. So that's a 10-cent move right there. Just not volatile enough. Man, it is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, guys. 6 minutes till 10. Something's got to hit this scanner that's low float. If it's going to move today, it's got to hit it. Because usually by 10:30, 11 o'clock, if they're coming up with less people behind them, less buyers, and more like robo algorithms and stuff pushing them. So if you get in, you know, the algorithms are set to take profit, to do all these things, and you can really get fractured out there trading with robots. It's definitely coming up on that time where things start to drop off. Tilray, I think, dropped off a little bit, didn't it? It's starting to drop off, starting to look really weak there. I guess the place to buy on this one would have been that break of that last red candle right there. But the problem was I didn't want to buy here at the 394, and then it goes up here to the $4.06 and then snaps down against me. So that was why I put it so high up there at the 410. And I probably should have moved it even further off than that. When it came up here to the high of the 408, I should have moved it to the 415, and which is what it checked on up there. So I still would have been in the clear, but I wanted to see a very nice push out. We just didn't get it. And everything's crashing out. So Wednesday is definitely a day that I need to watch out for, because every Wednesday, unless there's just really big news, Wednesdays are just slow. I don't know if everybody makes their money on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday they're like, yeah, I could take a break. or what? Live chat. Tilray moving. Something get some volume, man. I guarantee you, this afternoon, Tilray is gonna go through the roof once the investors start stepping in. Once it breaks that 980, which is the SMA, I think they're gonna really start getting active on that one. But I'm not gonna be around for it. I got other stuff to do. I only can really give so much time to the market, because what happens is if you don't manage your time, let's say if you spend all day in the market and then you lose like hundreds of dollars, those hours you could have been doing something else, making money some other type of way. That's why I only give the market really from 10 to 10:30 to show me something. I mean, not 10 to 10:30, 8, or market open 8:30 for me to 10:30. So that's 2 hours. So in 2 hours, how much money can I make? Sometimes, some days, it's really good, make $100 in 2 hours. Some days it's kind of bad. You lose $24 in 2 hours. So have to take it in stride. And at this point, I'm so used to, as long as the loss isn't above 40 bucks, I'm like, okay, I can make it back. But when they start hitting that $40 level, then I start kind of feeling it. Because I do use my profit, so it's not just sitting in an account, a retirement account or something like that. I actually use this account to pay stuff. So I have 20 trading days per month to make money. And then, outside of those 20 trading days, it's just weekend hours. SIOX fading. It actually went red on the daily chart. Crazy those shorts hit it like that. Man, and I didn't even recognize this head and shoulders right here. This head and shoulders up top on the 5 minute. This is a shoulder, drop. I should have recognized that and just put my stop right here at the 345 for that drop through. 345. Where was the three? Wait. 395. 395. Oh, that right there on that level. That was a drop through for the head and shoulders. I wasn't able to see it that quickly. But hindsight is something else, man. You can look at your charts and you're like, oh, that was a head and shoulders play. Oh, this and that. It's 10 o'clock now, 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm only going to give it 30 more minutes and I'm getting off. You got 30 minutes, market. Show me something nice. Show me something nice here. Tilray has almost reached this 66 million in shares traded. It doesn't mean anything because it should be cycling through its float. That's why we like low floats, because they cycle through their floats so quickly. Like if it's got 5 million in the shares in the float, once it reaches 5 million, it's already cycled once. Reach 10 million, cycled twice. So we know people are interested. Tilray. 61. Yep, Tilray's falling off. I'm glad I didn't buy that. Had that little trend line, but I don't like losing money. I really don't like losing money. Getting sold off here. Shorts are stepping in on it. VWAP is at the 950. It's about 4 cents away from the 950. See if it'll break it. 955. It's looking like, let's see if 955 moves from this side to this side. Yep, 955 just moved over. It's breaking. Let's see if 954 is moved to this side. 954, yep, 954 is breaking. 953. See if 953. It's getting close to that 950 mark. There it is. That was a little snap down. Got balled up though. Very quick snap down. And this is how the level 2 looks on Street Smart Edge. Now there was a big wall at the 950s. There was 54,000 shares to be bought at the 950. So they got to break through that. Unless they move. Like right now they're at the 951s, but they're right on VWAP. So I wouldn't even trust that. Look at this. Look at this 5-minute chart. This is definitely going to break the 50. 10 o'clock. So it's starting a flat line here. This was the bottom of the 1-minute range, and I guarantee you that's going to become resistance. So it's flatlining. I don't even want to watch it anymore. ACRS trying to come back up. SIOX just pop back up. And see, this is the kind of stuff that we like to avoid, because this fade right here, think about if I was still holding this 380 something, if I was still holding that 80 shares down, let me see, I got out at the 83. So just think about that, 40 more cents down. That's almost that's what, $200, 300, or 150, somewhere up in there. $150 down that I would have paid the shorts. That's why we go ahead and get out. Have a plan to exit. Keep your losses small, because that fade is no joke. You can wish that it'll come back up, but that's why I don't buy the bottoms on penny stocks, because I don't know if that bottom is going to be a dip and up, or if that bottom is going to be a fade like we saw on the other one. But I do know that those tops can get you like 20, 30 cents on a low float stock. But soon and very soon I'll be able to short. Once I get my account size up a little bit, I'll be able to short. And by taking long positions so long, I've taken about 300 trades or 400 trades or something like that. After you take that many trades to the long side, you start to understand where shorts would like to get in. And so that's one thing that I've really taken into consideration, is going short on these, because I I know when they're going down now. I'm like, yep, that's weakness, get out. But you know what? I can say that I know, but in the market there's really no knowing. There's just a educated guess based on the previous information that you've been given. Okay, Mara is popping back up for some reason. Didn't it fell out? What was wrong with this one? Oh, 44 million and a shelf registration this month. Why does it keep coming back? Why doesn't it just fade? Just fade. It's got 40 million on the but it's barely moving. Let's see how much this move was. 10-cent move right there. It's 10.07. 10.07, and it's kind of looking good, but it's very choppy. And what we mean by choppy, whenever someone says it's choppy, it means that one, there are a lot of wicks. There aren't full pushes here. There are big wicks. Two, it means that there are a lot of red candles mixed in with the green. So right here is a lot of green candles. Boom, 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 boom. Then it got choppy. Red, up and down. Green, red, red. This was a good push right there. Good push up there. Broke down. Then it got choppy on the way back up. Choppy on the way down. Choppy. What I mean by choppy is that it's hard for shorts or longs to make money because their stops are getting hit multiple times. But I'm not gonna fool with that one because that would be foolish. Still waiting. Something's gotta pop up by 10:30. Come on now. 10:30. Literally have what, 20 minutes? 20 minutes till 10 and I'm shutting it down. If you guys have any questions or comments about any of my entries, anything else that I'm looking for, I think I explained what I was looking for at the beginning of the video. But if you have any questions or comments about the things you say, or you just want to roast me, do that in the comment section. But definitely keep it respectful for people that are joining the stream. Don't roast people in the stream. You can roast me up, get the torch and just put it under my heels. But because in the end, I can take a roasting, but I don't know how the people I don't know how the people that visit the channel can take a roasting. So you don't want to flame somebody that's in the chat and they don't want to come back anymore. They're like, oh, this channel is trash. I just got flamed up. This one's just continuing to chop higher, grind higher. But it's not meeting my criteria, so I definitely have to stick to my guns on that one. It's definitely trying to FOMO me in there. It's like, come and buy me. But I have rules that are working. So right there, that's that resistance that I said it was going to become resistance. It got up there to that level, fell down. It's definitely going to probably take a dip here. The VWAP is still at the 950, and I know shorts are trying to take it right here at the break of the 950. Thing is, whether you short or long, the risk is still the same on both sides because no one knows where it's going. You can have the best level 2. You can have the best. You can be using the best broker, the fastest broker. You can have done all your research, but really and truly, no one actually knows. And I hear a lot of people say, well, I got stopped out because of the market makers. I got stopped out because of this reason and that reason. And a lot of times it's not something that people are purposely doing for you. Because if you think about it, most retail traders aren't taking big enough position size for the market makers to be like, oh, I want to take their money. What it is people are setting their stops and getting you stopped out. So what you have to learn is, where would people set their stops? Where would people stops be set? And I want to set my stop right below that. So if they get hit, I don't get hit. Kind of like on this play for which one was I trading? Which one did I just trade? Let's look at these realized gains and losses. So since we have nothing else to do, I took 80 shares here, or I took 100 shares, and I started peeling off at the top, right? Peeling off, because it was kind of looking weak, but I only got a chance to peel off 20 shares there, and I was waiting for the next push, and then it started to reverse on me. So I lost 30 cents on that move, and that's pretty much, that's dead on what I would like to lose on a specific trade, is 30 cents. But I am glad that I took some off the top, because it would have been a full $30 loss with that stop out. So kind of saved me. I made $6 in here, but I mean, you know, I would definitely like to do that better. Transactions, positions. All right, let's get back to what we need to be looking at. Everything's kind of dying out. Got $690 left, man. Come on. Is anything gonna give me a play today? Till Ray felling out. Took that 950 break that those shorts are jumping on. SIOX trying to curl back up, looks like, but yeah, I don't know about that one. It's so far away from VWAP now. It's almost 50 cents away from VWAP. I mean, not 50 cents, 40, 30 cents. 30 cents away from VWAP, and that's a long way to curl. ACRS. All right. about 15 minutes left or something to pop up here on this scanner. No. I guess another thing we could talk about is the need for volume. So for me, I don't trade anything unless it's getting a good considerable amount of volume. So a million shares is just, especially if it's a low float. It depends on the float, really. How much volume that I'm looking for. MDXG just popped in. What is the float on MDXG? MDXG. MDXG. Float is 100 million. That's a lot. DXG. That is a big float. Let's see. It has no shelf registrations, but it has a huge float for MDXG. Okay. It's a huge float. I don't even know how I moved that much. 719. Well, let's look here. Got that pop right there. Pop right there. That's a pretty big float. ACRS is down. MDXG is pretty much the only thing. Let's see, what's the high of the 873? It's the only thing that can actually get moves higher right now in these last 15 minutes. But I don't know if I'm willing to take it, because if you look at how the volume's moving, it should be thousands of shares getting traded on this thing. It's just hundreds. Like, let's see how fast it goes to 4,000. We're waiting. Okay, it jumped up there. People jumped in there. If I take 25 shares of that, could it push higher? Let's look at the daily chart. $8, and then it has a high up here. What's the news on it? That's the big thing. There hasn't been news on it today. Presence. No news on it today. Super high float. Has not done a 5-minute pullback yet. If you traded the breakout right there, you would have got stopped. Let's see, that went from the 75 up there to the 81. Just not looking like something I want to trade. Barely making those moves. Now, if you bought in here, yeah, that's a 30-cent move there, but just don't like it. Let's see if we can hold up this top. Put a support down here on this top. I don't want to force a trade. I'd like to see it actually be strong above this level of the 660 or the 864. See if we can hold that level up, 864. Or it may just go higher right now. Yep. It's going to go ahead and pump up there a little bit. 91. It hit 91, but now I can't get back to it. There it is. 91. That was very small. That was a very small breakout. Hit $9. I just don't like this stock. It's got to pull back. It's super extended on the 5-minute. Look how extended. Green, 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 green. The first pullback, it has room to run all the way down to the 841 down here is the 9. So that is not the kind of risk that I want to take. The 9 over here on the 1-minute is at the 868, 874. I believe there's a drop coming, a big drop. It's the only one that's volatile right now, though. See if we can hold up that 864. There is a drop. That was a snap down. Sellers jumping in at 9. Let's look at the walls here form. Let's see. There's a wall at the 995. Where's it? So there's a wall at the 895, 896. There's a wall at the 916, 896. So 896 is the first wall that they're going to encounter. And it needs to stay above this level. The low is the 876. It needs to stay above 876. There's the snappiness. I hate stocks that snap like that. I hate them. Now those will hit your stops faster than anything. Those snaps down. That 9 is trying to be held up. That 9 is at the 875. If it breaks that 875, it's definitely going to take a little trip down, maybe to the 850s. Let's see, the last one right here was the 842. So yeah, take a little trip down, maybe to the 850s, but it's got to pull back above this 864, which I don't know if it can do. DS. Hey, it's trying to get a push. It's getting a push. This thing is insane. Let's see, the top of this high is $9. It keeps on getting pushed down from the $9. Keeps testing the $9. People aren't buying at the $9 though. They're buying it lower than the $9. I want to see the $9 come over here. If it's going to get broken, $9 needs to pop over here. Can they get it? $9. They still don't have it. We need to see the 9 over here. Oh, it's breaking down. The 9 never popped over here on the bid, so it never got bought or whatever. Oh, we got 7 minutes till the breakdown. So 7 minutes to the breakdown. 6 minutes. I really appreciate you guys for watching today. Hopefully you got some technical analysis from this video. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. Like I said, I just started doing this. I just started this channel, and you know, just sharing my experience with the stock market. I see a lot of people sharing their experience. I take a little bit slower approach. I'm not just entering, exiting, because I don't have the capital for that. I don't have the patience for that, to be constantly stressed about another entry, another exit. I'm trying to do 1 or 2 or 3 good entries and good exits, right? And that's really saved me a lot of money in this account. You know, looks like it's holding up at 864, but now it's in a 5-minute downtrend, and it actually broke the body of this last red candle. So it may actually do a head and shoulders like the other one did on me, that I didn't really realize that it did a head and shoulders. Here's one shoulder. We'll see how this one ends, if this shoulder is higher or lower than the last shoulder. Let's see where it goes. Looking for that head and shoulders. Breaking back into the body of the red candle. Okay, getting a little push there. Can it get above this last high of the 891? 890s. Okay, there it is. So let's see if this is a true head and shoulders. If it's not, it'll go ahead and push through the 9 on the next candle. So this next candle needs to push through the 9 right here, and it's failing, getting bought up. Needs to push through the 9 to break the head and shoulders. Waiting. It's looking like it's weak. It's got to hold that 9. 879 is the 9, so it needs to stay above the 8. Well, now it's the 880s. It needs to stay up out of the 70s. See what it wants to do here. It has formed a head and shoulders, looks like, because it's broken back down into the body. Okay, pop back up. It's got to break that 9 right here. It's got 15 seconds to break that 9. See what it wants to do. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to break the 9. It's got to break the 9 right here. Break that 9, break that head and shoulders. Get bought up. Buying pressure. Can it get back into the 90s? It's got to get through the 90s before it can get to the 9. At least the 95. Alright, so the struggle point here, we have sellers up here moving down on this one. Sellers are at 894, or they were at 894. Then we have more sellers back here at the 908, or these are seller walls. So people just have their buy orders or their short orders out already. 885, there's a drop. Drops to that level that I marked right there, which is the 864 right there. See if it can hold it up. Get back past that that $9. It's holding it though. But it's definitely got this nice head and shoulders set up right here. Two minutes left and I'm shutting it down. I didn't see anything today to actually get back into, so you know, just let it ride. See if it can hold up that 864 right there. Okay, big snap down, breaking it down. Yep, that's the head and shoulders, and it'll probably visit. Now there is a math equation for the head and shoulders that I cannot remember for the life of me, and I don't usually have a calculator by me. But with the head and shoulders, there's a calculation to actually try to estimate how far down it'll go. But with penny stocks, I just don't trust that. With penny stocks, it may go down and continue floating down. Alright, so we have 1 minute till the shutdown. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for coming and watching the stream. Definitely nice to have people come in and kind of learn something, whether it's good or bad, doesn't really matter. Alright, so it looks about that time to shut it down. Looks like this one's gonna go ahead and break down on us. Break that 850 right there. Yep. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want to see these videos whenever I start in the morning, hit that bell icon. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let's roll that outro.